Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim from Palestinian schools in Qatar. I'm Miss Fatima Muhammad Iqbal. Today I'll be covering the vocabulary portion from unit number 12.
Unit 12. Period 1. Activity 1.
Actual, actually, all over, avoid, cruel, fail, improve, oppress, particular, particularly, starve, survive, true,
Word formation.
disaster, disastrous, force, force, increase, decrease, peace, peaceful, peacefully, prevent, prevention.
Unit 12.
Let's start with the vocabulary, which is on page number 74. The first one is actual or actually. When we start our conversation, we often use this word in order to tell our point of view, in fact or really. All over means everywhere. Very easy. Avoid. Avoid means when you want to get away from something, when you don't want to get close to any topic, or when you don't want to come across to some people, you just avoid them. If they call you, you tell your parents that, tell her that I'm busy or I'm not home. So you avoid, you keep yourself away. Cruel. Here E is silent. Cruel. Cruel is an inhuman activity which is unkind. It is something unacceptable. Fail to lose. When you lose something, this is fail. Yes, darlings. Actually, see, these three women, they're having a conversation and they started with, oh, actually, this happened like that. Avoid. Right now, because of coronavirus issue, we people avoid the large crowds, avoiding social distancing. See, the grandma is cruel here. This boy, he failed in his subject, so this grandma is cruel and she wants to punish him. Oppress means harass, dominate. It is not an acceptable behavior. It is doing something bad to other people. You are using your power to oppress others. Starve. For example, you just gained weight and you want to lose them quickly, so you starve. This is also for poor people who don't have enough food and who don't have enough resources, so they usually starve. Survive, to stay alive. For example, after any catastrophe, we ask that how many are survived. So they were alive. Particular or particularly means that we are talking about something specially. It is the opposite of generally speaking. Here, particularly, specially, you are pointing some important points. Improve. Improve means to develop, to get better. Oppress, dominate, like in this picture you can see that someone is using his or her power to dominate this poor soul. Starve, this is you want to lose weight, but you are thinking of some junk food. Survive, this man is surviving in deep water. He is alive. He did not drown. Improve to get better. For example, you are comparing your marks from first semester to second semester, and you can see that there is an increase in the development. So you got better, you improved. Let's continue. True. This word is so easy for you. True, right, correct. Disaster. Disaster. We took this word in our previous units in grade 9. Disaster, tragedy, or catastrophe. Force. It can be a verb, it can be a noun. If it is a verb, it means to use power. If it's a noun, it means power. Peace that we all wish for. Harmony. No to war. Everyone on this earth lives peacefully. Prevent, to stop, to avoid. Prevent smoking. Prevention, stoppage, avoidance. See, what a beautiful noun of stoppage, avoidance. Here, it's a disaster. See, because of earthquake, a disaster, and you can see that all the building collapsed. Force, he is using his power to pull the rope. He's sweating. Harmony, peace, no to war. Everyone is united and living peacefully. Prevent smoking. Say no to smoking. Avoid smoking. Stop smoking. Quit smoking. All these words are similar. And the opposite is continue. Carry on. So pause the video here in order to solve the exercises, which are very easy. The words are very easy and you can do them quickly. Take your answers with me. Replace with new words from period 1. Make any changes needed. It's hard to believe, but it's a fact. Something right, something correct. True. That the world is getting safer. Your book is saying that the world is getting safer. I don't think so. Do you? Number 2, Tony travels a lot. He especially, not generally, particularly enjoys visiting Africa. It means he is into wildlife. Yesterday's storm was bad, but the weather is getting better, developing, getting better, improving. In winter, some animals sleep for months to stay alive. Yes, survive. The numbers of tigers in the wild have fallen, became less, very easy decreased. Most people think that Tom just studies all the time, but in fact, he is a very good athlete, actually. Activity number 2, again pause the video, write your own answers and then follow with me. Rosa sees the future for people as disastrous. She is not positive about it. She asks, we are we will know about Rosa after reading the text on previous page number 75. She asks, we are so cruel to other people and why we kill and oppress other people so much instead of living together in a harmony, peacefully. Liam agrees that the many wars all over the world are tragic. It's from tragedy. However, he says that we have at least dash another huge world war. Stopped, avoided, thanks to the UN. He goes on to talk about the terrible effects of disease, particularly among children. However, Hishako feels that there is good news here too. Basic medical care is improving, and so is the dash of disease avoiding, stoppage of disease prevention. But she wonders about people that medicine is helping to survive today. She asks whether they will dash tomorrow because there may not be enough food for more and more people. No food, starve. Simo is worried about this too, particularly as traditional crops in his part of the world often fail to grow, and so food production is decreasing. He says that climate change will soon force millions to become refugees. Sad news. Here we finished our period
Period
number.
4. Activity 1.
Now next one.
Achieve. Atmosphere. Available. Coal. Despite. Form. Fossil fuel. Gas. Manage. Pressure. Resource.
Word formation.
Effect. Effective. Grow. Growth. Pollution. Pollute. Use. Use.
Students, please focus very well on vocabulary. You know that whenever we are learning a language, the basics is vocabulary. And I usually ask my students and I advise them that improve your vocabulary. You must have a bank of words. If you feel shorten of them, you must have in your mind the similar meanings. You must have in your mind the opposites. The more and more you master on vocabulary, better you would become on practicing English language. You know that tomorrow and in your coming future, when you will join universities and colleges on international level, the only language that you would be communicating is English. So try to improve your vocabulary as much as you can. You must have a deposit of vocabulary in your mind. Use them in your words. Try to memorize their meanings and keep on reading the books in order not to forget anything. So vocabulary is very important. We continue with the first one, achieve. Achieve means succeeded in getting. For example, the majority of class achieved grade A. Atmosphere is the air, sky. Atmosphere, air. Available, ready and able. Ready and able. It's a typing mistake. Coal is a black solid mineral. You use it for barbecue. Despite, even though, instead of, although, however, this is all the same meaning, despite. Now see, this man, he succeeded in getting the first position in race. Atmosphere, what a beautiful atmosphere here. You can enjoy nature here. Some people say that I am 24/7 available. What does that mean? That means that daily 24 hours they are available and 7 days a week they are available. So it's a beautiful term, use it. I'm 24/7 available. Coal, this is coal. You use it to have some barbecues on weekends. Even though, see, despite he is disabled, he is hopeful. There is a smile on his face and he is enjoying his life fully. completely. So, despite being disabled, he is full of positive energy. He is completely motivated. So, beautiful vocabs to remember. I'll continue forms, types. I'll show you types. Gas is the air, AIR, air. It's so dim. Fossil fuel, you must have had them in your science. It means oil, natural gas, and coal. Pressure is the force. Some gases, when you, for example, you buy Coca-Cola and you keep on shaking it. So the pressure gets, harder and harder, and when you untap it, when you remove the cap, you see that how it goes higher and higher. Manage, direct. A good manager directs very well. Let's match them with the picture. See, form, type. Here we have three types of matter. We have solid, liquid, and gas is coming out from cold coffee. From hot coffee, sorry. So solid, three forms of matter, three types of matter: solid, liquid, gas. Here you can see the gas coming in vapor form. Continuing, pressure. You saw coal in our previous slide. Pressure, see this will show a pressure in any material. A good manager manages everything very well. He manages very well, he directs everything very well. He organizes things in an excellent way. Yes, manage. No. Your mom is a good manager as well. How does she take care of the budget? How does she take care of her kids? How does she take care of her home? How does she manage every event? Maybe it's your birthday, maybe it's her wedding anniversary, maybe it's her mom's birthday. Any occasion, she manages everything very well. So she, being a housewife, is a good manager as well, because she organizes everything in an excellent way. Continuing, resources. The sources to use. See, resources. Yani, what do you have to use? For example, some students are intelligent. So her or his resource is her intelligence. Some students are good at sports. So her resource is the sports. Some people, they are born rich. So their resource is their wealth, the money that they have. Some countries, they have lots of natural resources. They are beautiful, like European countries. We have Switzerland, we have Netherlands. So because of that resources, they call tourists, and tourists visit them every now and then, and they get money. They make money. So the sources, you use them and you get benefit. Effect is the result. If you work hard, the result is awesome. The effect is obvious. You can see that. Everyone can see that how she became better. Effective, adjective in effect or working. Grow, to develop, to increase in size, in shape. Growth is the development. Now let's see their pictures. Resource. We have natural resources. You can read it. Effective. See, if you plan sensibly and then you work hard, you will get the result. So your strategy will have an effect and it will be effective. So choose your future sensibly, work for it, then you will get the right effects. See the growth in this plant. It's growing here. And now everyone can see the growth from seed to a plant. Let's continue. Pollute. It's something we took it in grade 9 as well. Pollute, to make something dirty. You can pollute any place. It's not only about country or the earth. It starts from your own bedroom, from your living room, from your classroom. If you make anything dirty, that is polluting. Pollution is the noun, yani the good thing turns into a toxic waste, chemical waste. It becomes a trash. A beautiful drawing room left by your mom and you made it dirty. Now it's no more beautiful. It's just a trash because of your activity. Use. How do you use something? To practice something, to try it. And use is a noun also. And also we have usage, usage, that's also a noun. See, here we are polluting the oceans, the river, the lake. Here, with the help of these factories, we are polluting the atmosphere. Atmosphere, we took it in our previous slide. And then see, the whole air, the whole atmosphere is polluted. And this is called pollution, done by us. In grade 9, we learnt about man-made disaster. Yes, this is what we are doing. Use it. What is it? Brain. We must use our brain before it's too late. Now, pause the video here and check your answers with me. On page number 80, activity number 1, replace with new words from period 4, make any changes needed. Farida, my daughter's name. Farida succeeded in getting, achieved the best exam result of everyone in grade 10, inshallah, and same goes for you. Is anyone ready and able? That means available to show some visitors around the school now. There are millions of different types. Like I showed you, types of matter, water and sugar cubes and hot coffee, forms of life on earth. The air around earth is necessary for every living thing to exist, the atmosphere. Very easy. Now the last activity on page number 80, activity number 2. Human beings are much more intelligent than other forms of life. Despite this, though, it will be hard to deal with all the problems that we face today. For example, we have to stop fighting and killing each other. But to do that, we have to make the United Nations much more effective than it has been. Unfortunately, it's very, very useless. I'm talking about United Nations. We must also find ways of providing enough food and good health care for all people. These things are being made far more difficult because of the huge growth in the human population that is happening now. This is going to put a lot of pressure on food and all other resources that people need. So our dash of food, energy, use of food, energy, water and many other things will have to be managed very carefully in the coming years. Our biggest problem of all is climate change. For a long time, people have been burning dirty fossil fuels, including the dirtiest of all, the black one, coal. And this has been producing gases that have been polluting the Earth's atmosphere and causing the climate change. So this was the end of our lesson. Please read them at home and understand the vocabulary very well. This is me, Ms. Fatima Muhammad Iqbal, saying you goodbye.